Oh yes, Big Daddy. Ripping. What is up, Gear Mortals? Trey Xavier here. I'm here with the magnificent Jamie Humphries of Six String Alliance. And today we're going to be talking about these brand spanking new AZ ES guitars from Ibanez. These are made in Indonesia. I recently learned, looking at my YouTube metrics and analytics, that a huge portion of my audience is from Indonesia. And
pretty cool.
Pretty cool, right? I've never been to Indonesia, unfortunately. I would like to go at some point. But I just wanted to give a shout out to all my Indonesian fans. Hello, and thank you so much. This guitar just dropped. Daniel from Ibanez informed me that this is made in Indonesia, and they're going to be priced at, this one is $299, and I think they said $329, $349?
Think so, around there.
So, yeah,
Something.
so extremely affordable, and I've been wanting to cover some guitars like this, you know, some in this price point or roundabout. So this was just the perfect opportunity. So hello, Indonesia. Hello. I love you. Welcome and thank you. Here we are, 42 Gear Street. Finally, after a year plus of not being able to travel, we're here in Germany.
That's pretty cool to meet, you know, seeing your stuff on YouTube as well. You know,
Yeah.
I was here last year, but I felt like I was the dregs of the barrel when they couldn't get anyone.
No.
And then Henning asked me back, and I'm here with the big boys this year. So it's
Here with the big boys, riding with Big
riding-
Papa Trey.
riding with the big boys.
But you're my stunt cock today because, you know, maybe I've got a big channel or whatever, but you've got big licks.
Well, kind of. If we hadn't have stayed up late drinking beers last night. But yeah, these are fantastic. I've been an Ibanez fan since, well, I'm going to show my age now. I used to actually work for the original Ibanez distributor in the UK, and I also worked for their retail outlet. There was a little store near where I lived called Underground Sounds, and I used to have a 1990 Floral Gem, which I sold. And I also,
We've all got regrets like that.
Yeah, that was a big regret. And I have an old, what was it, a 540 Power, which is actually the guitar that you see Joe Satriani holding on the cover of Not of This Earth. It's like a white, so I still have that. That's from '88, and then I've just had the best score ever before I came out.
Oh, he told me a little bit about this, but
Yeah.
I'm ready to hear more.
So I managed to find in Stockholm, where I live, I was just out with my daughter, and I went, Daddy's going into a guitar shop. And we went in, and there on the wall was an original 1991 Reb Beach Voyager. So I bought that. So it's really nice to actually sort of start showing Ibanez a bit of love, because I've sort of been using other things and just getting back into using the Ibanez stuff. So it's kind of nice to see these guitars.
Yeah, and I love a Strat-esque kind of a guitar. The AZ series, you know, a couple years old at this point, or still very, very new,
Yeah.
but just a couple years old, and they've got lots of different models and like price points. You know, they got ones that are a bit more expensive, and these are as far as I know, the least expensive ones that I've heard of.
Yeah, but they still feel fantastic, and you've got like this
is the first time I've held it, so
Yeah,
I'm just, you know, getting into it, but
you've got
it feels great so far.
the neck joint on
Yeah,
there.
all-axis neck joint.
Yeah. So yeah, the switch as well. I can't remember the name of the switch, I must confess, but the switch that gives you
either.
more tonal capabilities.
The more switch, the
more
options switch, the indecision switch, as I want to call it, because already like a 5-way switch on a Strat gives you such a variety of sounds. I think it has basically the same on here. Actually, I think this is the first one that has 3 single coils.
Right.
I think all the other AZ series, the one that looks more like a Telly, some of them have 2 single coils.
Right. Yeah,
but all of the other ones have been
this
HSS.
kind of,
So I think he said that this is the first one with 3 single coils, but it's got typical 5-way switch. But then this gives you 8 total sounds and 9 on this one.
Yeah, I think whenever you're in the bridge position, it always kind of defaults to the bridge humbucker. But I know on this one you can get some different options of sort of having all of the pickups on, or you can have the outer coil and that single coil running. So instead of the sort of regular 5-way options, you've got a lot more tonal options.
Yeah. The other cool thing about this, well, this one's first of all hardtail. This one we've got the trim, but this is pretty cool. Apparently this was developed with Tomo Fujita from Berkeley. I'm sure that if you have owned a guitar in your life, you have had to do this thing. Oh no, the jack's falling out, like, in the middle of a gig, middle of a practice, you're over here like... Okay, this, I'm going to show it to the close-up camera. It's like all one piece. It's a jack where the jack plate and the jack itself is all one continuous piece because they fall out all the time. It's a pain in the ass. This, if it breaks, you have to replace the whole thing, but how often does that happen? You know, it's much more likely that it becomes loose and floppy and is a nightmare. So that's pretty cool. That's apparently brand new and something that you can only get on these guitars for the moment. With all that said, let's stop teasing them and
let's have a listen.
Yeah, get an idea for what these things sound like. Let's put on a nice kind of clean sound and try out.
So that's your bridge humbucker. So there we're splitting that. The chord.
The chord.
And then the middle position. Those two together, I'm guessing, on that. And then the neck. It feels really great as well, this guitar. It doesn't feel like a kind of cheaper guitar. I shouldn't say, I always hate saying that, because I think, you know, nowadays you get so much guitar for your money. You know?
Yeah.
My first guitar was like an egg slicer. You know, the strings were like that. It was, you know, but let's have a listen with the does more switch. Let's try and gauge that. So in that position, I know that you still have the humbucker. Oh, there we go.
Demonetized.
And then...
yeah!
And then we have I think that's splitting those, isn't it? Yeah. It's got a nice bit of twang. And here it starts getting a little bit confusing. I can't remember everything. I think we got.
I know, we looked at the diagram, but it's like...
I think this is all of them.
Tone knob?
I always use a tone knob.
Wow. The only thing that the tone knob does for me is that I sometimes accidentally bump it and then I'm sad.
Oh man, the tone knob is a thing of joy, especially like I love using two pickups together and then getting those. It's almost like a half-cocked wah-wah.
Oh.
It's that kind of thing. I wonder if it will work on there with that switching as well.
I love going off half-cocked.
So do I.
If I don't go off half-cocked, I don't go at all.
Never go full-cocked on video. That sounds fantastic.
That sounds good.
Yeah. So there's lots of different sounds you can get from this guitar. This is great.
All right, let me give it a little bit.
Go on, hang on. I was going to mute you then.
No. Get this.
It's all about
that sound.
Have you lost that plectrum I gave you?
No, it's right here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, put it back on the clean channel. Oh, so we're going through the Friedman. Is that a BE 100?
I think so. I'm not sure.
It's unlabeled.
It's an unlabeled Friedman.
It's a who knows what Friedman. Yeah. Okay, so we're playing through some kind of a Friedman today.
And we're running into a Captor X as well.
Right. Okay, so that's the bridge pickup. Very bright. And then... the number 2 slot on the 5-way switch, which is always for those nice spanky clean funky things. And I got 10 cents worth of funk in me. It's just that. But it makes you want to play like that, you know? And then the middle pickup, which I never use by itself. For me, the middle pickup is so that you can get the 2 and 4
So
sound.
that's always the Stevie Ray Vaughan sound.
Is it? I thought
Oh
he
yeah,
mostly
that's
used the neck.
the Stevie Ray. If you do the shuffle in the middle, yeah, he was a big.
I can't do anything that Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Yeah, if you get it on that middle one for all that.
Wow.
All that stuff.
I'll do the shitty version. Interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah.
I learned something today. And then more funk. Rounder funk or spankier. And then the neck, which is my favorite.
Yeah. That's the only place you should have a single coil. It's nice.
Somehow I started playing better when I went to it, so.
It's nice.
I like a hardtail sometimes because if you do oblique bends, you don't
Pull everything.
they don't go
Yeah, definitely. It's nice, man.
Oh yeah, so now we go to the
So that's still the
this
bridge.
is still no change there. Just kidding, there is a change. Something happened.
Okay, so we lied to ourselves.
Okay, well, something happened there. And then nothing happens there.
I like that sound.
Yeah. Just a bit different. Just a lot of little different things. What are they specifically? Does it actually matter?
Yeah.
Does it matter if you know? I mean, he just explained it to us, and I could probably figure it out. But really, isn't it better if you just listen and go, oh, I like that. It's good for this or whatever.
It's funny you should say that, right? This isn't a disrespectful thing by any stretch, but when people say to me, can you show me your settings? I don't look at music, I listen to it. Yeah. And half the time when I'm tuning in my amp, I'm like, I play a chord and, I'm not even thinking about that.
Right.
It's the same there. Just play with the controls and see how it sounds.
It's trial and error pretty much 100% of the time for me. Like if I got up on stage and put in the settings the way that I thought that they were supposed to be, and then I played and it didn't sound like I wanted it to, I wouldn't be like, yeah, but the settings are like how I said it. It's the number that's pointed at the thing. Like, no, you just move it until it does the thing. That sounds pretty awesome. That sounds different. Yeah, it's nice. And it's pretty rare to be able to get this type of a guitar with a hardtail.
Yeah.
99.9, even like the cheapest Strat clone on earth has a tremolo. So being able to get a hardtail one, which seems like it should be, I mean, obviously this one costs less than that one.
I find that quite appealing, that guitar. I like this. This is great. I think they're both fantastic.
Here, let's trade for a bit, because I haven't tried this one.
Yeah,
and you can jimmy jam on that button.
I'm going to go on the naughty channel. Oh, I forgot the chord.
Yeah, you're gonna have to show me how to do that at some point.
Great! I love this guitar. Wow, that's fantastic. That's really nice. See, I like that. Don't get me wrong, but I am feeling this. That single chord.
Most of my guitars are hardtails. I I like trems, but most of the time I don't want to put in. I can't be fucked to do the setup on it.
Right, yeah.
And if it's not doing what I want it to do pretty much right away, I'm like, and I just don't spend the time. But Hardtail's the jam.
That sounds great.
Might be a bit much.
Oh, did you hear that?
Oh, it's got some
That's how I
some
felt.
warbly bits on
That's
it.
how I felt this morning. It's nice, man.
Really nice.
Yeah.
I like this. I would play the crap out of one of these. Let's try this. Tremzilla here. You played this chord while you were warming up earlier, and I was like, that's my favorite chord! And it's better if you give it a wiggle. I actually kind of prefer to have the trem back here, because it gets in the way.
Yeah. Nice.
It's nice. I like it. I like warmer, clean tones rather than like really spanky ones most of the time. So like, if I have it on a clean channel, probably more often than not, I'm playing on the neck pickup. Oh, I'm on the. Let's try this. That's even better for me.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Yeah.
I enjoy that. You see me obsessively checking the make sure the tone knob is all the way up. Let's turn it all the way down. Fuck it.
Here's the tone.
See, like, to me, I'm going. Sometimes I want it to be underwater. Being underwater is a vibe. But
See, I've always come from. I guess it's because of the way when I grew up playing, I used to use a clean booster and an amp and a Telecaster. So everything was, and a wah-wah pedal. So everything was like, let's use the controls and make the.
And I'm a spoiled little millennial bitch, and I
Exactly.
have everything on a preset, and I just
Exactly. You
I don't
you
even-
don't know you were born.
I don't even step on pedals. My live rig is entirely MIDI switched, and I don't touch anything. It's
As in, are
wild.
your pedals in a rack?
I don't have any pedals. It's I have everything is an HX. I mean, this is for my live rig. Okay, everything is presets in an HX stomp, and it's MIDI switched to synced up to the click track, so I don't have to step on anything ever. It automatically
So
switches.
lazy. See, my
know.
my rig is harking back to the days of when guitar players had refrigerators on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm one of those people. People are like, "Why have you got that?" I'm like, "Why not?" You know, more is more.
More is more.
Yeah.
And when I'm doing stuff at home, I just fucking pile it on, slather it on, play whatever I like. But live, I just want to play and perform. I don't want to think about anything. Also, I sing at the same time, so the less I have to do, the better. As a guitar player, when I go to see people, I like the refrigerator. I like seeing the rack and all the stuff. But I don't want to have to carry it. See, like, well, actually, that's fine. Doesn't really.
Is it locked back against the body, or is it doing some up movement?
It's let's like
A little bit.
a little bit, but oh yeah, I guess if it no, because if I'm doing it this way, then it's pulling up
Yeah.
very slightly, but. Cool, dude. Yeah, this is a really nice guitar.
I think they're great.
So, AZES. This one is called the AZES 40. That one, what does that say? 31? Yeah, 31.
Yeah.
So AZES 40 and AZES 31 are, as far as I know, available now. They're brand spanking new as of September 1st.
I think that's great.
And
I'm in love with this guitar. I really like this guitar.
Look, if you run fast enough, I don't think they'll notice if it's.
I just think that's great. And these single coils in this guitar are good, man.
You know what? He told me about them and I forgot.
Yeah. It's the first video we shot, man.
Yeah, it's the first. We're like 2 hours into the proper first day of 42GS3, and I was so tired when I got in that I slept for like 12 hours last night so that I wouldn't be jet lagged. You know, I just like slept right through it. So I'm going. I'm ready.
I stayed out in the car park with Andy and everyone talking crap for hours. Yeah.
Just in the car park with Andy talking crap. That's what you do on the first day at 42GS. Why not?
But check these out, guys. This is great. I love this.
And check out Jamie's channel, which is called Six String Alliance. It'll be floating on the screen at the end of the video, which is about now. We'll see exactly when it'll be. But it's thank you for coming out and jamming.
Thank you for having me.
You're most welcome. Everybody go subscribe to him right now.
Thank you very much.
And keep your eyes peeled right here for more 42 Gear Street videos. I'm going to shoot a bunch, and it's going to be so much fun. I'm already, even just day one, having a blast, hanging out with all my favorite gear YouTubers. Thank you, Henning, for having us. Thanks to all the sponsors, which will be on the screen in just a moment. And be sure to watch everybody's 42 Gear Street videos. All the different channels will be coming out with a bunch of them, and it's always such a friggin' hoot. So thank you so much for watching. As always, if you haven't already, mash that subscribe button, smack the bell to join the notification squad. Drop me a like and leave a comment in the comment section letting us know if you thought these guitars were cool. And also, let me know, give me a shout out if you're from Indonesia, where these guitars are made. And like I said, such a huge portion of my audience is from Indonesia. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you real soon. And that's a wrap. Go ahead and you can hit the stop button now. That was great.